You excited to learn about bees? Well, today, that is what we're learning about. We're going to learn about bees and how they're important and all the ways that they contribute to our environment. All the fun things we can make out of honey and beeswax. So, has anyone ever been stung by a bee? I see a lot of hands. Is anybody afraid of bees? I see more hands. All right, well, bees are actually very helpful. So a lot of people want to squish bees or get rid of them when they're around, but they actually should be preserved and protected. In fact, because of pesticides and other changes to their environment, bees are kind of in a lot of trouble right now. So that's sort of what's inspired us to talk about them today. So honeybees are an insect. That means they've got 6 legs and 3 body sections. They look a lot like this. So they've got wings on the top that helps them get around. They have compound eyes, antenna that lets them sense where they're going. They have an amazing sense of smell, and they have all different ways that they communicate with each other. They live in a hive. They live in a hive with thousands of other bees. So many you can hardly even count them. There are many, many thousands of worker bees. Those are usually girl bees, so they're female. And then there are some drones that are males. But the girls are the ones that do all the work. They go out and collect the honey. The male bees only look for other queens. In each hive, there's only just one queen, and that queen lays all of the eggs. So you've got one queen in there. She doesn't ever leave those, so the worker bees have to come in and give her food. Now the food that they eat is honey. They make honey out of pollen. And pollen is their flesh and flowers. So here's our giant flower. Thank you, Stephen. So bees leave the hive every day in the morning. So they leave to go find new flowers. Now they can go a long way, miles even. So whenever they find a flower, they go in, they collect the pollen, which is like a yellow dust. You probably see it all over your cars in the spring and floating in puddles and stuff. So they collect this tiny, tiny little dust, and they put it all over them. They have little fuzzy hairs, so the pollen can stick to those hairs. And it sticks to their legs in what you call a pollen basket. They look almost like they're wearing little fuzzy boots. So they take this pollen, they take it back to the hive. Inside the hive, you have lots of different cells. They build the cells out of beeswax, and they put the honey, or they put the pollen into the cells. They combine it with water, and using their own special biology, they're able to make honey out of that. Here is a section of a beehive. So this is a frame. This is what you find in the type of beehive that someone might find on a farm where they raise honey. See all the cells in it? Each one of those can be filled with honey. Or they may put it, the queen may go by and lay an egg in there, and then it chooses to raise a baby. Whenever bees are kept by people, they live in a hive that looks a lot like this. There used to be bees in there. No bees now, actually. They might not appreciate everyone looking at them. Why do you think honeybees are important? Does anybody know? they visit lots of flowers. So the pollen from one flower goes to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And that's how flowers make seeds. They have to be fertilized or pollinated. So that way the bees make more flowers. Now that's pretty cool when they're doing it for flowers like this, which is this is a Gerber daisy. But they also do it for fruit trees like apple trees, pear trees, plum trees, orange trees, and lots of other farm crops. So we have to have bees and other pollinators so that we can make more food. In fact, about half of the food that you eat is pollinated by bees. Now, bees are not the only pollinators. There's also butterflies. There are certain types of birds, like hummingbirds, that go to flowers and also collect pollen and nectar. You have wasps. You've probably seen some of these guys. They're a little more aggressive, a little bit more cranky than honeybees are. You've also got bumblebees. You probably see these around. They're a lot bigger than honeybees. And they don't live in hives quite the same way, and they don't make honey. But they still pollinate flowers, and that's very important. And then this is a honey, so you can see the difference. The bumblebee is kind of bigger and rounder, and the honeybee looks a little more brown. So it's very important whenever you see these creatures, just let them be, because they're actually just going about their business, collecting pollen, and in the honeybee's case, they're making honey. So does anyone know what you should do if you encounter a honeybee, or a wasp, or a bumblebee? No, you don't have to do that. You should just leave it alone. Leave it alone, that's right. They don't want to hurt you, because if a honeybee stings you, it actually dies. So most honeybees don't want to sting unless they absolutely have to. Now, if you see a beehive, they can be very protective around those. But most of the time, if they're just out collecting pollen, they don't really want to bother you if you don't bother them. So if a bee comes up and lands on your shoulder, just stand very still, and the honeybee will leave. That's the best thing to do. It's when people start to swat at them and make them angry that they get in trouble. Because if you attack the bee, well, he might try to get you back. And then you end up with a painful sting. All right. So we talked a little bit about the honeycombs and the frames that they put those combs on. This is a beehive. So if Stephen was out taking care of his bees, he would wear a suit like this. That keeps him from getting stung, because the holes are too small for the bees to get into. So the first thing you would do would be to take this top off. This is just a lid. It keeps the rain out, keeps other creatures out, because sometimes they like to steal the honey from the honeybees. And inside is where you have all of these frames all in a row. These are a little bit smaller. And this is what the frames look like before the honeybees are built on. So you have lots and lots of frames in here. Whenever these are full, they actually get really heavy, which is why we make these smaller. Whenever you have this all full of honey, it might weigh 50 or 60 pounds. It's very heavy. So a beekeeper gets the honey, takes the frame, and then they're able to cut the caps off and harvest the honey. And then you just put the frame right back where you found it, and then the bees can refill it all over again. All right. So who has tried honey before? Do you know anything about honey? Lots of people do honey. Did you know that honey actually never expires? If it's properly kept, it can last for thousands of years even. They found honey in jars in King Tut's too, all the way from ancient Egypt, and it was still good. So that's one of the reasons they call it a superfood. It's also really yummy. It's a good way to sweeten your foods without adding a bunch of sugar. has other properties, like helping you build up immunities to for allergies. Like if you're allergic to flowers, to flower pollen, it can help you. Are there any questions so far? Any questions about honeybees or honey? Do they get tired of it? Well, no, because they need lots of honey. The reason they make honey is so that they can live through the winter. Because there's not very many flowers blooming in the winter, so they have to make a big stockpile. They fill the hive with honey. That way they can eat it while they're in the winter. Because bees, they have to stay warm, and to stay warm, they all huddle together in a hive, and they buzz really close like that. And the bees all keep each other warm, but they have to eat lots of food to be able to buzz and stay warm.
You always have to go outside to find the nectar?
No, not all of them. The males are usually fed by the females. That sounds kind of familiar. And the queen has to be fed too, because all she does, her job is to lay eggs. She lays thousands of eggs. So she has her other bees to bring. Yes, ma'am. The bodies keeps them inside. If you see right in here, this is where the bees go in and out. So they go into the body, and then they all climb around inside all the different frames. Yes, ma'am.
I see beehives and like the walls that are being building.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are they the same?
Those are wild bees. So wild bees are going to build their hives. Sometimes they like to build in the hollowed out trunk of a tree. But they'll also build it under the eaves of buildings, sometimes, under your porch or in a shed. If you see bees that are all gathered together in a swarm, they're actually looking for a place to live. So if you see, sometimes you see a big pile of bees all huddled together. Right now they're looking for a new home. They haven't built one just yet. Yes, sir. Do they ever rest? Not really. Have you ever heard the phrase "busy as a bee"? Yeah, they do rest at night though. They spend all day looking for pollen, and then at night, then they sleep.